The last light on Maple Lane. Nobody remembers exactly when the street lamp at the end of Maple Lane stopped working. It just didn't come on one night and nobody complained. The bulb had probably burned out. The city would replace it eventually. People had bigger problems in 2024. Except it never came back on. After 3 weeks, kids started daring each other to walk past the dead lamp after 10 p.m. By the 5th week, it had become a small local legend. If you stand directly under the broken light at 3:17 a.m. and look straight up, you'll see your own face staring back down from inside the glass. Most people laughed. A few actually tried it. Nobody ever posted videos. That was the first strange thing. On the night of November 12th, Priya finally accepted the dare. She wasn't brave. She was just tired of university, of her parents fighting through thin walls, of the same playlist looping in her earbuds. The idea of doing something stupid felt almost clean. She checked her phone at 3:15 a.m. 2 minutes to go, Maple Lane was dead quiet. Even the usual stray dogs were gone. The only sound was the soft buzz of working streetlights farther down the road, like distant breathing. She reached the pole, looked up. The glass bowl of the lamp was blacker than it should have been, as if it had drunk all the light around it. She could barely make out her own blurry reflection in the curve, but something was wrong with the shape of her head. Too long, too narrow at the temples. She laughed nervously. "Stupid," she whispered, and turned to leave. That was when the bulb clicked. Not a normal click. More like a throat clearing itself after years of silence. Priya froze. Very slowly, the lamp began to glow. Not yellow-white like the others. Deep, vein red. The color of the inside of an eyelid when you press too hard. She looked up again. Her reflection was clearer now. But it wasn't moving when she moved. It was smiling. Priya's own lips were pressed into a thin, frightened line. The reflection's mouth stretched wide, too wide, showing teeth that looked sharper than hers ever had. She took one step backward. The reflection raised its hand and pressed its palm flat against the inside of the glass, like someone trapped behind aquarium walls. Then it tapped once, twice. On the third tap, the entire lamp flared bright red, and Priya felt something cold slide behind her eyes. She blinked hard. When she opened them again, she was still standing under the pole, but the street was different. Every other lamp on Maple Lane was now dark. Only this one burned. And in every single dark lamp along the road, she could see faces. Dozens of them, hundreds maybe, all pressed to the glass from the inside, all watching her, all silent. Some she recognized. The old man who used to water his roses at 6 a.m. The girl from chem class who stopped coming after midterms. Her cousin Arif, who'd moved to Toronto 3 years ago and never texted back. They weren't blinking. Priya tried to run. Her legs wouldn't move. She looked down. Her shoes were gone. Her feet were dissolving into fine gray ash that drifted upward toward the glowing lamp like smoke being sucked into a chimney. She screamed. No sound came out. Above her, the reflection, her reflection, finally spoke. Its voice came from inside her own skull, soft and wet. "You were late." The red light pulsed once like a closing eyelid. Then it went out. The next morning, Maple Lane looked exactly the same. The lamp at the end was still broken. No red glow, no faces, just cracked glass and a dead bulb. Priya's phone was found on the sidewalk beneath the pole. The screen was black. But when the police tried to turn it on, it lit up by itself. The lock screen showed a single photo she had never taken. A wide-angle shot from high above Maple Lane at night. Every street lamp was dark, except one. And inside that bright red lamp, very small and very clear, was a girl's face, mouth open in a silent scream, looking straight up at the camera. They never found her body. But sometimes, very late, people walking home from the night shift say they see a new reflection in the working lamps along Maple Lane. Just for a second, a girl with wide eyes, always standing perfectly still, always looking straight up, waiting for someone else to be late and...